everybody. So we got a nice sunny day, no chance of rain, I hope. I'm gonna fool with the C10 a little bit. Well, really all I'm gonna do is, hopefully all I'm gonna do is just remove this return line until I can get the right fuel regulator, block it off, and try to get some fuel pressure back up here to the carburetor. So if you ain't watched any of the other videos, what I'm talking about is my return system. The way I had it basically forever is just dead ahead, no return. So I hooked up my return line, but after I did that, I didn't have no more fuel pressure. Cranked the regulator all the way down. As you can see, still no fuel pressure. Come to find out, this type of fuel regulator does not work with the return system. You got to have a full bypass regulator for return style fuel system, and that's not what that is. So therefore, with it hooked up to the carburetor and return, since it's once the carburetor fills up, all the pressure basically goes out the return line, and then you lose pressure to the carburetor. So I'm gonna block it back off until I can get a full bypass fuel regulator. Just pull it off. 16th fuel line on a 3/8 fitting. Pull it on there. Where you going? Maybe it'll stay right there. I'll probably just leave this line here. I'll just get something sticking it right there. Plug her off with. That way, whenever I get the right fuel pressure regulator, I can just hook it back up. Plug her off for now, so we won't have nothing getting down in the fuel system, in the lines, and to the tank, and all that good stuff. Get this thing off. I guess I could just unhook the line down there and plugged it off, but I'd rather do it this way. It'd probably help if I had the regulator bolted down, but once I put this line on here and all with this carburetor, it's a little bit too short to be able to get the screws and all lined up. So it is what it is. Back this out now. That way we won't have 40 pounds of fuel pressure. I don't think that carburetor would be too happy. Let's see what kind of pressure we got. Come on now. The bulb is filled up. I guess let me crank her back down some. See if it. Alright, you just stay there then. There we go. That's a little too much now. Alright, let's see if she'll fire up. Fuel pressure right at 6 pounds. I don't see nothing leaking nowhere. So let's go down the road. Alright, so the last clip we was about to take her for a spin down the road, but I had something pop up, so didn't get to do that. It's been a couple of days since then. I'm about to just check my fluids and stuff, double check everything, because I do got a little transmission leak. So I'm going to go over everything, make sure it's all good to go, and then we're going to take her down the road. We're going to try to make the loop without breaking down this time. And I guess since it's been a couple days since she ran, I'll give y'all a little cold start from the outside too. bit low on tranny fluid. I didn't think I had any, but luckily I found a little bit. It's not real low. It's got a small leak out the rear seal there. One where the drive shaft goes into the transmission is leaking out right there a little bit. Should be enough. Start it back up. Check it real quick. Make sure it's good. Extremely close to Mexico. That's the good thing about living down here in the south. You ain't far from Mexico. Rough ass roads down here in Mexico. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but the fuel pump is making a hell of a racket. It was mighty quiet. I've been noticing that lately. Sometimes I turn it on and it's real quiet. Sometimes it's real loud. it back to the house. Like I said, that was about a 4 or 5 mile little loop there. So besides the fuel pump making awful noises every now and then, everything seems fine. I don't know if y'all be able to hear that fuel pump or not, but she's making a hell of a noise, that's for sure. I get that other regulator, full bypass regulator, get a return line hooked up. That'll probably take a little stress off of it there. Yeah, I figured since it made that little trip, as long as nothing else pops up, then maybe the next trip I'll wait till I got my little boy, and then we'll probably go to town, go to the car wash, get her cleaned up real good, and take him with me. He likes to go to the car wash and ride in the truck, period. But I reckon I'm gonna end this one off here. Y'all just go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Later. Another thing I might do in the next ride is swap these drag radials out. Try to find some tires, some old regular old tires I can throw on the back. That way we can do some burnouts in the next video. Blow some tires out or something. I don't like doing burnouts on them because, for one, they ain't my tires and they're drag radials. I mean, they ain't no good anymore, but I don't want to just wear them down to the wires, you know. So maybe we can find a couple half-ass tires to throw on it, make it to town and back anyhow, and do a couple burnouts on.